Oh shit! Hi,
Yeah.
hi, everybody.
I was just reading the chat while you were doing whatever that was.
Welcome to Black Tower ASMR.
It's not weird moist mouth sound, so I'm okay with it.
Get out of here, can. My dog's gonna go over there and like eat it. It's gonna be awesome. All right, welcome to another week, another dose of taint. Welcome to another episode of the Black Tower. Welcome to your doom.
Jesus Christ.
Look, man, it's been a
This is
day.
what chat's been up to while they're waiting.
Okay, yeah, no, the chat has been
I can hear myself.
the chat has been
Gosh.
having some great time.
Why can I hear myself?
Wait, you can hear yourself?
Well, I could. I could hear like an echo, and then it went away.
Oh no.
I don't know
No,
what
it
happened. It's weird. I don't know. It just needed to be acknowledged, and then it went away. Much like my love life.
Hey yo!
Anyway, welcome to another episode of the Black Tower Podcast. We are that podcast, and we talk about the Wheel of Time.
We are
My
that
name is Andrew.
podcast.
Apparently, I do be there. That's Josh.
Doobie doo. And you know we can't do this alone. Not tonight. Not tonight. Tonight's too important. We need help.
Oh,
I will summon the powers.
it looks more like constipation. We have a fantastic guest that's going to be joining us today. You may know her from The Way of the Leaves Tavern Talk. You may know her from Delving the Chronicles. You may also know her from her fantastic gaming streams over on Twitch and on TikTok. It is the one, the only,
The ritual is
the
complete.
Beth Domon.
The Beth Domon.
I do be here. Also, Josh,
Yes.
do you need a laxative? You looked a little constipated there.
That was all part of the ritual there. That was all part of the summoning ritual. But thank you. I appreciate
I think
that.
you need some Miralax first. Like, I
Something.
think you need to soften before you force it out.
No. I've
If you
learned
just
the hard
force it out,
way.
you're going to hurt yourself.
I've learned the hard way. If you have that, it comes out and it's not
Have
pretty.
you ever seen what happens to one of Eluder's dragons whenever you overpack the powder? That's going to be you if you don't soften it up first, all right? Just fucking...
Hey, look, it wouldn't be Black Tower if we didn't start off with poop jokes, because that's the level of
Okay, wait. I have one.
maturity.
I have one. Are you ready?
All right.
Oh, God.
What did the crew see when they looked in the toilet?
Oh, no.
I don't know. What did the crew see?
captain's log. I mean, you said potty humor.
Look,
I had to bring it, and I love corny jokes. I love
you know
them
what that
so
makes me
much.
think? That makes me think of Star Trek every time
Star
they're
Trek, right?
That's what I
Captain's
thought
log.
of, too.
like Stardate, brown
Can you
with
imagine,
peanuts and corn.
can you imagine Jean-Luc Picard telling that joke to Riker?
Captain's log, supplemental.
Number two, what do you read when you look in my bathroom? The captain's log.
Anyway, hi. Thanks for having me.
Hi.
I'm so grateful to be here. Finally, because I've been hounding you for a year and a half since the
Yes,
last time I was
it's
on
true.
this show. Incessantly, like once every 8 months or so. Hey guys. Hey guys.
You don't have to do this thing where like we talk to people and it's like, yeah,
What
what
the?
is going
Oh,
on with
no.
StreamYard?
Okay, this is the second time tonight. The taint has come for us tonight because I got dropped out earlier before we started. Y'all, the taint is real. The
Think
taint is
StreamYard
real.
do-
Pray to the Lord and Savior Rand, the dragon, Daddy Dragon Reborn. Cleanse
Yeah,
our
what's going
internet connections of the taint.
I have no idea what's going on.
We're doing
Something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
Clearly, I wasn't supposed to complain to the males about their lack of interest of having me on their show more often than once every 18 months. So here we are. We know it was Shoddy. Shoddy used
really
some
what
kind of
happened.
thing behind the scenes
Some wicked
to
voodoo
interrupt
magic.
some voodoo magic over there. Hi, Wolf Brother. I
Shoddy's
a
see
voodoo man.
you.
Do you know what
Wolf
I love?
Brother is
He's always like,
amazing.
howdy.
Howdy.
I love
We
it.
love Wolf Brother.
We do
Wolf
love
Brother is one of the best people in this community. I mean, and Shoddy's okay. Wolf Brother is one of the literal best people in this community.
Shoddy, you know the problem with Shoddy? He's sexy and he knows it. And he's not afraid to use that
and
to
he
his
knows it.
advantage. And he's so humble too.
I mean,
He's so humble too.
But honestly, can confirm. Shoddy's pretty sexy. Can confirm.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Anyway, anything
Tonight-
new, exciting coming up for you, Beth? Before we get into
Oh, yeah,
spoiler
that's right.
warning and then the topic?
Yes, like lots going on. So Water Holiday is coming up. I'm in 2 different segments for Water Holiday. If you watched Water Holiday last year, you might have seen Rebecca from Reading the Pattern and I ad-libbing some scenes from the show set to different moods that set the fandom
So good.
to tears. And Delving the Chronicles is also doing a segment as well. And I'm also going to be doing a birthday live stream. It's going to be a subathon on Twitch for a minimum of 12 hours up to 24 hours. And because I'm old, I'll be 51 in December. So yeah, we'll be celebrating my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, other than that, like, what, Shoddy? Why are you dotting me in chat?
It's so passive aggressive.
Oh, and Shoddy is also going to be on 2 different spots. Shoddy's doing a 50 Shades of Shoddy stream during Water Holiday, but I'll let Shoddy plug himself for that later. I mean,
he plugs
thank
himself
you,
regularly.
Wolf Brother. He does plug himself regularly.
We're off to a great start.
Right.
Also,
Anyway.
Andrew and I are involved in an amazing D&D campaign run by Ruth Mr. Slaya, and we're about to pick up recording again this weekend, which will be really cool. We've had a little bit of a hiatus with everything going on, so that's going to be so Time to Roll the Dice will be back with regular episodes here fairly soon. So yeah, there's a lot. I've got hands everywhere.
Love
And
it.
Sunday nights you can find me on Tavern Talk on the Way It Leads channel.
So basically what we're trying to say is just try missing Beth. Just try. She's everywhere.
I've got hands everywhere.
I'm tired
Anyway.
just listening to how much you're doing.
I do too much. I'm overextended. It's true.
Meanwhile, I'm excited by the fact that my fire pit just showed up today. My little cheap fire pit that I can just.
I'm here for it.
Now, I got to hook up and potentially for firewood, so that I don't have to buy the like almost $7 little tiny packs from the commissary on base.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
I can sit
hear ya.
outside,
Nice.
enjoy a stogie or enjoy my pipe by the fire. Now that it's getting a little cooler. that'd be
Actually,
nice.
Shoddy, you need help from who to be plugged? Who specifically is you, Shoddy?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I think he's saying he
Or-
needs you.
Orcade Nolos
Help me,
Trace.
Beth Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I mean, I am talented. We'll just leave it at that. Love you.
Sledge.
So, hey, what are we here to talk about today?
Anyway, so that everybody else is protected, we're going to do a really quick spoiler warning. Let's see if this works, because I haven't tested to see if my soundboard works the way that it did before I had to completely redo my computer. That's not it. That's not mine.
That's mine.
Josh got a new toy.
Too bad
Here we
Shoddy's
go.
not on the stream. He could really entertain you with some soundboard things. Seriously,
God.
he could really entertain you with some soundboard things.
I
It's full of,
Zero.
it's like 15 different ways of me saying, fuck you, Shoddy. Literally, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
I need it. I need it in my life.
All right.
All right,
see
let's
if
do
works.
this.
The following show contains spoiler for the entire Wheel of Time series. If you have not finished the series, you are at risk of being spoiled. You have been warned. What does this even mean?
Oh, R.I.P.
man.
the great Gilbert Gottfried. Oh, that man will never know how big of a contribution he has made to the Wheel of Time community. If you've not watched the Taco Ran Riyadh Lord of Chaos prologue video where Gilbert Gottfried played the Dark One, you need to go do that right now.
After.
Well, yeah,
You
after
listen.
finish this. Well, yeah.
Honestly,
Completion
like
is-
we know.
Premature completion. Don't.
Honestly,
Finish
we know
this
we talk
first.
for like an hour to hour and a half. So if you need a break, I mean, honestly, you can just come back and be confused at where you're picking
But
up on the
stamina
show
is a
from.
good thing here. Stamina is a good
Okay.
thing. See it through to the end.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
fitting. Because we're
good
talking about something
Speaking
on a
of
boat,
floating
kind of.
boats,
Am I supposed to say something now?
I thought Josh was going to continue.
oh no, I was riffing there. No, speaking of floating boats, we're talking
You
about a
look so
specific
excited. I didn't want to interrupt you.
person who's on a floating boat who's not a sea folker. A sea folker? Is that appropriate? I
It
don't
is
know.
now.
It is now, so let it be written, so
I mean,
let it be done.
he
Tonight we're
is-
talking about
He is,
the
but it's like
legend.
lowercase, not capitalized.
We're talking about the legend Bayle Domon, which is also why we have Beth Domon here.
I forgot to turn on my sign.
There it is.
Good
You
timing,
gotta
though.
turn that on. Yeah, no, tonight it's another famous BTB BB, a Black Tar podcast, background breakdown. My mouth is struggling around those words tonight. But we're doing a background breakdown. We're going to talk about Bayle Domon and his contribution to the Wheel of Time. And once again, we're going to find out that this secondary background character not only has significant contribution, but in fact, they would have lost the last battle. They would have lost Tarmangaiden without yet another one of these background characters. That's like my openings, like a lawyer opening statements. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I will show you that not only is Bayle Domon a badass, not only does he make significant contribution to the storyline and outcome of the Wheel of Time, but I would even say, and I will prove to you at the end of this episode, that without Bayle Domon, without his contributions, we would have lost Tarmangaiden.
So, Bayle Domon is an Illianer. He was born somewhere around 955 NE, making him somewhere in the neighborhood of 44, 45-ish at the start of the Eye of the World books. Presumably, at least 3 to 4 years older in the TV show if everybody got aged up and not just the Amon Fielders. He is described as broad, muscular, with a long beard that leaves his upper lip bare in the Ilian fashion, and he speaks with a, and get this, shocking revelation, Illianer accent. It's almost like he's from there. Domon is 5'10" and weighs a stocky 230 to 240 pounds.
Yeah.
By the way, Wiki, you might want to fix that. You can't weigh both 230 and 240 at the same time.
It fluctuates, right?
Is that with and without his massive cojones? Has he got like 10-pound
Like
cojones?
normally, like you usually hover around 230, and then like on Thanksgiving you pop up to 240.
Right. If I popped, I would be happy to pop down to 240. I'd be all right with that.
That's right. You bust out the sweatpants.
yeah, the stretchy
Bust out
pants.
the comfy
Actually,
pants.
The jeans I have both the Wrangler brand and I think the Levi brand, where they have like the slightly stretchy waist and like denim material.
Nice.
So not like jeggings, but it's just enough stretch where you feel all right.
Wolf Brother.
Wolf Brothers, right?
There it is, right there.
240 on land, 230 on water.
That's right.
And so yeah, I guess he would have been like 44 because at the time of the last battle, that's still the same thing. He was roughly 45. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I corrected myself because I was already right for once. That was my one time this fiscal.
That's why
quarter.
old habits and all.
Yeah, I'm so used to just being wrong, not Ron.
Yeah, don't be wrong.
So, but I love some of the artwork done for Bayle Domon. As I quickly save this image so that I can throw it up on the screen. No, I don't because it wants to save as a WebP file. Oh nope,
Bayle,
I can do it. Light shot works. Look at that.
You can do it. You can do it. Bayle
I'm
Domon is
doing
one
the
of those
thing.
people that we see pretty early on in the series. Like he makes his first appearance in Eye of the World.
Yes.
And Robert Jordan does this really great thing where he gives us hints, right? He gives us little hints that we don't know are hints. We don't know they're significant. And this is why the rereadability of this series is so great, because when we first meet Bayle Domon, he is a captain of a trader's vessel. Matt, Rand, and Tom jump aboard the Spray in the middle of the night screaming, Trollocs, Trollocs, Trollocs. They, they get on board, they push away, and everything goes along. But we find out that Bayle Domon, he's no common trader. He has a collection of like Quendiar artifacts. Like,
So to give credit to the artist.
Was that?
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. Go ahead.
And some of those
when you were
artifacts
done.
are significant. One of them specifically is extremely significant because we find out later that not only is it a piece of Quendiar, it's a literal seal on the Dark One's prison that's just hanging around in Bayle Domon's ship.
Yeah.
Now,
so to give credit to John Seamus Gallagher, this is the man we do be talking about.
We do be. That's a good one.
Can I just also say for the record that I am really offended that neither of you with full luxurious amounts of facial hair did anything to emulate Bayle Domon for this episode.
Listen.
Hey, do you see my hair?
2 years ago,
I shaved it, but my hairline matches his pretty well. See how his is kind of going away right there?
That doesn't count. I'm talking about the Ileana beard.
Look,
the lack of the mustachio.
Two
the
Wada holidays ago,
beard. Yeah, I can't. It just bounces.
2 Wada holidays ago, I did auction off my mustache to be Ileana. It did happen. It did actually. We raised some money, and I shaved.
I was Kyrianin for that one.
Yep, that's right. And then Andrew did the Kyrianin Noble, shaved his forehead, powdered his forehead. See, I don't have to shave my forehead anymore. I've also got the receding hairline thing going on.
I just refuse to shave the beard, so every once in a while I'll be like, "Hey, Josh," I'll just sit there and think, like, I wonder how much money do you think we could raise if we offered to shave our beard? And then I think about what I just thought, and I'm like, "Oh, no."
Yeah, no, we're not okay. I'm saying it right now. We are not auctioning beards at Wada Holiday.
I mean, it could make some money.
Look, all things have a price, but I'm driving up the price right now by saying we're not doing it.
Okay. Fair.
It would have to be a pretty hefty price.
I love our first interactions with Bayle Domon, right? The boys jump on board, Trollocs, and everybody gets up and he gets mad at Florengelb. He's like, listen here, you loser. You fell asleep. And Florengelb's like, no, I didn't. They attacked me. And he's like, whatever, dude. Like, I know you, and I'm not stupid. Fortune pricked me. Huh?
Can I say something for the record?
The Honorable Commission has recognized Beth Domon to enter into the record.
I am very sad that the glossary of characters in the amazing book of Origins of the Wheel of Time from the amazing Michael Livingston has 3 lines of text at the bottom of page 131 for Bayle Domon. Basically talks about like where the name Domon came from. But
Oh,
when you
no.
go to Florin Gelb in said book, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines of text for Florin Gelb.
Well, yeah, that's a little
Like-
strange.
Like, what? Not feeling the love for my fictional distant cousin. I do be very disappointed.
I do be disappointed.
I do
Fortune
be
prick me.
disappointed. Fortune
Perhaps
prick
he
me.
did not want to risk trampling on the epic tale that's contained in the companion. I say as I have no
Maybe.
idea how big that entry is.
Oh, ooh, I can look. Hold, please. Keep talking. Talk
Beth
amongst
is like,
yourselves.
I'm gonna go look. No, I like that he comes out on, and they Tom is like, Bayle Domon, Captain, great Captain, we need to go quickly to Whitebridge, and then Bayle Domon's like, sweet, let's go, and he negotiates price and blah blah. But this is the thing I like about Bayle Domon. He's like a savvy businessman, right? Like super savvy, super capable, which is kind of why I got a little irritated that they nerfed him so bad in the show. They didn't need to do him dirty like that, but they did, and that's fine. Thanks a lot, Rafe. No, just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Oh, you better be
mean-
careful because you'll have some people coming for your throat.
I know, right?
So like initially, whenever we meet him, whenever Rand, Matt, and Tom are together running from Shatter Logoth, like it didn't occur to me in the first read, but it did on the second read, how relatively unshocked or less shocked Bayle Domon and his crew kind of are at the fact that they're being chased by a shadow spawn.
Well, Bayle
but
Domon
that's
thinks he's
because he
being.
thought he was being chased by Trollocs.
He
No,
thought
it's not
the
because
Trollocs
he
were
had-
his fault.
Yeah, he thought that they were chasing him.
That's what I was getting at. The first read, I didn't really put it together. The
Oh,
second
yeah,
read,
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I did. So I don't remember if he outright states it somewhere in the Eye of the World. We get anything where he says like, "Oh, I thought it was my fault," or if he does later on. But I know later on we find out that he does have one of the Dark Ones, the seals on the Dark One's prison, and that because of that, since they left Meridon, the spray has been chased by Shadow Spawn and Dark Friends.
Right. And
But when Rand and party hop on the boat reacts with a lack of surprise that I
Right.
just didn't take into account or didn't ascribe to anything more than them being
Yeah,
travelers ready to deal
good
with
point.
danger. But if you go back and look at whenever everybody jumps on the boat and they're like, they're looking at them like everybody's ready to fight Rand and them. Now you know why, because they've been shivving Dark Friends off the side of the spray, leaving a trail of bodies and Trollocs going all the way back to Meridon. That's why they're so ready to fight. And when they're like, no, there's Trollocs right behind us, it makes a little bit more sense too why Bayle Domon even accepts to take payment to keep them on the ship, because it sounds like maybe he's like, shit, they kind of got caught up in my fuckery. All right, I'll give you a
Possibly.
little bit of a ride. I mean, maybe, but
Even then, though, he's like,
I never thought about that in the first read through. I mean, well, I had no reason to think about the first read.
even then, though, he's like, I do be charging you full price.
but let's also think about like the foreknowledge. Now, mind you, Brandon Sanderson stepped in to write the books, the later books, but the Tower of Jengai, we see that for the first time in the Eye of the World. And Bayle Domon knew what it was. He had been to the Tower of Jengai. He was able to explain like what it looked like. There's no door from the base of the tower, and it's a metal tower and it goes up. So he, even though he didn't necessarily know what it was per se, he knew what it was called. And that's such a foreshadowing for Matt to, I mean, like we heard the words Tower of Jengai in Eye of the World. Like that foreknowledge is amazing. Like that just, goes to show how well thought out the storylines or the base storylines. Like, of course, I'm sure there were some changes made.
Yeah.
That Jordan had from the very beginning. I just love that.
Well, and even being able to talk to Maria at the Gathering Madness.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you?
Yeah. Oh, did you know we talked to Maria at the Gathering Madness?
When we talked to Maria
privately? At the Gathering Madness.
No,
Before and after
So
the
let me
tour of the
just say
garden.
something.
At the
One thing,
Gathering
real quick.
Madness.
Fuck you, both. Thank you. I'm done.
that's it. That's all. Fuck you. That's all. And good night. No, but even she talked about because she was one of the continuity sort of managers, right, and needed to make sure that. And she talked about one of the things that she found that was kind of funny. But it was interesting to me to note that when she talked about like specific storyline pieces, there wasn't a lot of major story plot points that needed to be reworked or needed help here or help there or anything like that. It was always little stuff. It was always like, okay, the story's great, but there's this little detail that you need to catch. And I actually caught in our reread, I caught an error in the audiobooks. So, and I haven't checked the book yet, but in Lord of Chaos, chapter 10, at the end of chapter 10, when Alana bonds Rand, he stands up from the table, and in the audiobook, they say, Rand seized Saidar.
Oh, no, I've heard that in the audiobooks. Every time I hear it, I catch
Yeah.
it. Every time I hear it, I catch it. I don't have Lord of Chaos here. It's one of the missing books for me in my
But anyway,
collection. Oh, that's a great shot there.
hold on.
Oh, way to full screen me. Thank you. Said chapter 10. That normally costs you extra money. I guess not this time.
Are you going to drop your OnlyFans hashtag?
I mean,
the only taints.
Only taints.
StreamYard keeps increasing prices, maybe.
We're gonna get a stripper pole in Andrew's room.
Chicka bow,
Hey, man.
chicka bow wow.
If I had the back for that,
I mean, you might have the backside for that. I mean,
maybe.
You do have a well-turned calf, Andrew.
I try.
This is the quality content Wolf Brother is here for.
I mean, and like I said before you started, I'm here for the full experience. Like, there's nothing off limits. I mean, some things maybe, but enthusiastic consent has been granted.
So once again, Bayle Domon creates this sort of
Said it was chapter 10, right?
Yeah, an old Borderlanders saying.
A saying in the Borderlands?
A saying in the Borderlands, yeah, that's it. But it's towards the end of the chapter. But anyway, he represents a sort of bubble burst moment, right? Where our world gets bigger and we don't even realize it. We don't even realize our world gets bigger. And really, you think about fantasy books and the world building, and one of the greatest praises of the Wheel of Time is always the world building. Robert Jordan did a phenomenal job in the world building of this series, and we this is part of why we get that right there, because they have this whole conversation, like you were saying, Beth. They have this whole conversation, and Matt's going, he's under the sickness of the dagger, and he's like, I'll bet there's treasure there, and Bayle's like, nope. No treasure there, my friend. I've been there. It's just not worth it. Blah 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 blah. And you just like, it's very Tolkien-esque, where Robert Jordan just drops significant information in the most casual ways, and in this particular case, he does it with Bayle Domon, and it's amazing. And the other cool thing I like about this is this interaction kind of ends in Whitebridge, because Bayle Domon pulls up and they get off, and Bayle Domon's like, hey, look, you did great. Because, and once again, this shows that he's an honest person, right? A person of integrity, but also B, a businessman, because he goes, hey, Tom, you entertained my men. I feel like I should give you some of your coin back, but also you should continue on with us, because, like, first off, you can make a lot of money down where we're going, and because we're going to Tyr, and also, hey, I'll give you, I'll let you ride for free if you just keep up what you did here. And so he has this real moment where he's like, and maybe that's where the guilt comes in, right? Maybe that's where the oh, these guys got wrapped up in it because of me, because I'm being hunted. Or maybe it's just him being a good captain and knowing that we just had a really morale difficult situation, and it would be really great to have a Gleeman on board. Either way, we get to see that this man is not only a good leader, a good captain, but he's also a good person, and he's also smart. And
I agree with all of those things, but don't forget.
And then we say goodbye to him, right? And then we say goodbye.
Yeah.
It's like goodbye. And then us as readers, in the 90s, and we're going through these books, we're like, okay, cool. Well, that's it. He's gone. That was one of our side characters that comes in and leaves, and you never get to see him again. Wrong.
So, on the subject of things being gone, if that was previously a typo in the books, it has since been fixed in Lord of Chaos.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that would,
because for Rand seizing, it only says in a fury he seized Sidene. So, which this is one of the later books, and if you ever are really quickly trying to tell, if it has more than the book you're holding on the back, it's one of the later books.
It's one of the later ones, yeah.
So
I wonder, because I think
where did all my first
sure
editions go?
First edition.
I don't know. I'm sure more Shoddy has a first edition.
I'm gonna go check mine because I'm pretty sure mine's a first edition.
The only
Do I have time to go refill my alcoholic beverage?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. I would also just like to say, real quick, for the record, damn it, he has green screen on. We can't see his butt. Anyway, for the record, I think that let's not forget that Bayle, yes, he is a good businessman, but he's also shady as fuck in a good way, right? He's a smuggler. He's kind of like Han Solo.
Yeah, well, that's where he made the money to kind of buy the spray and build the crew, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go refill my mommy juice.
Okay.
Also, by the way, Josh, I was just gonna say that Bayle Domon is shady as fuck, but in a good way. He's a smuggler. He'll do whatever he needs to do to make the money. And okay, can you close in real quick? Get out of Andrew's mouth.
Okay. Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna go refill my mommy juice. I am dead right now. I'm literally dead right now.
Oh, hey. Welcome back.
Oh, sorry, what happened?
I am deceased.
My back started twinging and I blacked out and I went back to what I had to do to survive.
Have you ever seen a white boy twerk?
Oh, look, yeah. Jordan's here. Hey, Jordan. How's it going, buddy?
Jordan, great timing, buddy.
Jordan, I wonder, what soundscape would you make if you read in the book that there was a sword form called Fat Man Twerks Booty? Would it just sound like one of those old metal sheets flopping back and forth, like the old thunder machines?
Here we go. Let's see. Alana nodded in satisfaction. Suddenly, the warmth was heat. One great flash of it, as if he stood for a heartbeat in the middle of a roaring furnace. Even after it passed, he felt awed, aware of himself as he never had been before. Aware of Alana, he swayed, head light, muscles watery. An echo of confusion in the unease rang from Lews Therin. "What did you do?" he demanded. In a fury, he seized Saidar.
Yeah, so it's an older typo.
Look at that. Page 204. Lord of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to, you know what? Maybe we should ask Maria. No,
I wonder what the digital version has for me, because I bought the one where it's all the books combined into one document. I'll have to go and look, because I have been horribly failing on my Lord of Chaos reread.
Yes, he does. Yes, you do.
Yeah. I mean,
yes, you are
busy at work. Maybe I can do that with the fire pit. I can start a nice fire,
dude.
Oh, more
That's where
shoddy
it's
has
at
it.
right
It says
there.
sardine in it. So
That's where it's at right there.
but I can still read. Sit by the fire outside, enjoy a nice pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
mean,
then we've got
who doesn't love just being warm and enjoying a nice pipe as they're just sitting there relaxing.
we did confirm, by the way, Beth, on the first edition, page 204, Lord of Chaos, it does indeed say that Rand seized Saidar.
Who confirmed that?
I just did with my.
Oh, look at you! Oh my god, I am jealous. I am jealous.
I've got a full collection of first editions. Some of them are signed.
I have several first editions. I'm in the process of building it. I was actually able, changing the topic real quick. When I went to go visit a certain person who's in your audience right now a few months ago, for as small of a town as that person lives in, that person has a really awesome bookstore. And I was able to get a first edition of Crown of Swords
Hell
there
yeah.
for $50.
Nice.
You want to see my favorite one since we're talking favorite books and
Oh
first
my god, are
edition?
you about to like flex and show a fucking first edition signed of Eye of the World of Robert Jordan?
No, not quite.
Okay.
This one came without the jacket, so it's not in the like pristine condition.
He is about to
But-
show an autograph, though. There it is.
Ooh. Can I tell you guys how sad I am?
Always. We're here for
Which is
you.
my favorite.
So when I was in 1993, my dad lived on Society Street in Charleston, South Carolina, which is like a half a mile away from where Robert Jordan's home is. And there was like a book signing or something. It was like after The Dragon Reborn had come out. And I begged my dad to go to get me a signed book. He wouldn't do it. I was just absolutely gutted. I was like, come on, please, please. I was in the army. I was, man. And he just wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. I was so sad. I was like living a half a mile away from the creator himself.
Well, that was
And he
one of the
wouldn't
fun
do me a
things.
solid.
That was one of the fun things we learned about. If you're ever in Charleston, and actually, I'll say this right now. I'll make the public announcement. If you're ever in Charleston, you should absolutely stop by and see the Dragon Gates.
Yes.
Because Maria has talked about people coming by, taking a picture of the Dragon Gates, and just right there on the spot, giving them tours of the grounds. Because she and Harriet love when people come around. They love when people visit. Now, we didn't actually get to see Harriet, and that's fine. You know, she's a busy lady. But
again, very big caveat on that. Come and see the gates.
The gates.
Don't saunter onto the property.
Correct. Yes. And it's also not a guarantee. It's if you're there to take pictures of the gates and Maria's there and happens to see you and is, up to it and not busy. But
it's one of those things, like, they are incredibly nice, but this is still very much the South.
Is this the first edition?
Don't just walk onto people's property. Trust me, that's a bad idea.
I would guess that would be a first edition. Yes. There's a way to tell if you look on the title page, and I can't remember exactly how to tell, but here.
No, it's not. I'm looking at no, it's not.
This number right here will tell you if it's a first edition.
My mother bought me the first 5 books one year for Christmas because I had lost I got years ago when I was a poor, impoverished single parent and looking for any way to make money. I sold all of my first edition books to half price books.
Oh.
When my youngest, who is Andrew's age, was like 6.
Oh.
So like
yeah,
way back
I wasn't
in
gonna
2000
comment on what I was doing in '93.
So this is the thing. This is like we're getting off topic a little bit here, but like this is the thing.
We never do that at the Black Tower.
I don't look 50.
You do not.
It's because I'm vitamin D deficient.
The secret to defeating the throes of aging: just be deficient in the D.
I'm deficient in that D as well. But But if you guys, I had melanoma in 2009. I am a skin cancer survivor. I don't go in the sun. I mean, it is.
Oh God.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. I can't give any more.
Oh my God, what the fuck is happening right now? And Shoddy, I have no complaints. Okay.
Oh God.
See, you guys just need to have me on more often because
I'm not disagreeing.
We would never get anything done ever again, but we would have a good time doing it.
Oh,
if you're not here for a good time, why are you here?
I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
I'm here for a good time. There you go.
Okay.
Bring on the red wine. Pour me some moonshine.
Let's
Pour me
talk
some-
some more about Bayle Domon because there's a lot to
Well,
cover about this guy.
The next time we meet him
Speaking about
is
somebody here for a
in
good time.
Tanchico. He was tanning in Tanchico.
Hey, I do be having
Oh, Tanchico. I love it. Tanning in Tanchico.
Tanchico.
That would be a fantastic merch idea if somebody did like a vacation series of shot glasses for the different areas from
Don't get me
Randland.
started.
Come
I would
visit
totally do that.
Tanchico, our luscious, luxurious
You know how like my
beaches.
parents love to do it, and I kind of love to do it. Do the collect shot glasses when you go different places. Like I'll generally buy them shot glasses when I go to
Dude.
different places.
Love it. Love it.
Hey,
Just imagine that.
Rob, New Creations by Jen. That's a free idea for you, right
He
there.
already has the souvenir series. He could do that with the
Yeah.
shot glasses.
Boom.
He literally could.
Yeah.
We love Rob and we love New Creations.
We
by the
do.
way.
By the way,
We adore the
shout
fuck
out
out
to
of
New
that.
Creations by Jen. Not only are they awesome, but they do our merch, and they're great at it. They also do merch for Two Geeks One Mic.
I
They are
own
amazing.
multiple shirts from New Creations by Jen. I have a Dark Friend Social shirt. I have a First Cavalry shirt from Band of the Red Hand. I have a Cold Rocks Hold shirt. I have a Hinderstap Bed and Breakfast shirt. And I have a Val and Luca Amazing Wonderful Show shirt. I have multiple shirts from New Creations. They're amazing.
Oh, that reminds me. I learned something new from the about the IEO quickly because you mentioned Cold Rocks. So when they're out and about and they wind up having like a windstorm or something,
A
like they
hullabaloo?
have a
No, a
Huh?
haboob. A haboob. When they have a haboob.
sure.
It's
What's-
called a haboob.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
is
that.
called a windstorm with a dust storm. A big, huge dust storm is called a haboob. Google it.
Oh.
Show it. It's
So when
true.
they're dealing with the haboobs, and they have to worry about like the tent flaps like coming up and flying away. Like, do you know how they keep them down?
No.
Josh, do you know how they keep them down?
I do not.
They just put cold rocks on top of them because cold rocks hold.
Are you Googling haboob right now? I am putting haboob in the StreamYard chat. So you guys know that haboob is a real thing. Because I don't think you believe me.
I believe you.
It's a haboob. Look. It's a haboob.
Love it. I love it.
This is the
What
random
is this link
factoid
to
that you
haboob?
learned today. It's a Wikipedia. Oh my God. It's an intense dust storm carried by the wind of a weather front. Haboobs occur regularly in dry
That's
land
sending us
regions
pictures of
throughout the world.
haboobs in Big Spring, Texas. Man.
Oh, snap.
They happen
Okay.
in Texas. They
Haboobs.
happen in the Middle East. They happen in Arizona.
What'd
There
she
was a-
send you a picture of? She sent me a picture of haboobs.
Haboobs.
Yeah. He's always sending me pictures of haboobs.
Haboobs.
They are
That
ample.
girl just loves traveling in the Middle East, I tell you.
Um,
I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating a fact. They are ample. Haboobs are ample.
ample
Anyway.
Haboobs.
Oh. Speaking of haboobs, Bayle Domon also loves helping out the needy when he can.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, you guys, I have derailed you tonight. I am
You're-
so sorry.
You know what?
Uh,
It's okay, Beth.
in Tanchico.
When we were in the Black Tower, the taint comes for us all.
Oh yeah.
I love the taint.
Welcome to the Black Tower, where the subjects don't really matter and the tangents are all that really counts.
It is often said that the brick of the Black Tower is built with the mortar of tangent.
Okay, so when did you say that we next meet Bayle Domon?
Tanchico.
No.
Yep.
Wait, is it not Tanchico?
No.
Wait.
You guys skipped the whole book.
Are you skipping Falma?
You're skipping Falm.
No.
You're
Yeah,
skipping
you're
his
right. You're right.
I kind of
You're right.
thought Josh had covered Falm. My
interaction
bad.
with a Guianan. Like,
You're
how
right.
can you miss that? That's
You're right. You're right. I messed up.
you
messed
did.
up.
You did, and I am calling you out right now.
And thank you. Well, because okay,
Damn it,
so the
Josh.
thing is he's running.
Josh, how could you forget Falm?
Because I was remembering Demise Wells.
He wasn't at Dumas.
You son of a bitch.
Wait, was that an inside joke that I forgot? I'll shut up now.
No, it's. I mean, it could be.
Remember, never forget Demise Wells. No, you're right. You guys are right. He's in
Oh,
Falma.
all right. So yeah, he winds up in Falma, and his ship is seized, and he's not allowed to leave because of the Shanchan. Because like Soroth is like, nobody's going nowhere. I got you for 3 whole minutes. 3 whole minutes of the return.
You're on the mercy of the Helene now.
See,
The
I
Shanchan are gonna return all over your face.
I am a multifaceted individual. I understand the references that you are wondering. I saw Randy Macho Man Savage in person when I was like 13 years old.
Damn.
Love it.
I am
When
jealous.
back before WWE, when
Yeah.
it was WWF.
When it was the good one.
And mean Gene Kelly was an announcer, and Rowdy I mean, all the old. We could talk about that later. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do that
Gosh,
later.
Very colorful.
No,
past.
you know what? You got me right there. I could go on because that's great.
Oh, my
But-
God. Anyway, so in searching the ship, they find the Quindiar. They know a certain High Lord asshole. I mean, High Lord short-lived. I mean, High Lord Turok really likes fancy things.
He
So they take him
he
to-
likes them pretty things.
He likes
Like
them pretty hard
pretty
things. He's not too interested in a boob. He likes them pretty hard things. So they take Bayle Domon and his Quindiar to High Lord Turok. And High Lord Turok is like, yeah, this is mine now, and just takes it from him. I think he'd get some form of compensation as long as he swears the oaths.
He swears
which he
the
does.
oaths, and he gets into the inner circle because he is called upon frequently.
Because he's a great
Yeah.
conversationalist.
I mean, when a
Many
man
of
shows
these people.
When a
What a
man shows
man, what
up
a
with a
man,
big
what
old
a man,
seal
what
in
a
your
mighty
face.
good man, what a mighty good man.
You guys are forgetting though. You guys are forgetting
When
a
he
very
shows up with a
important.
big old flat round hard thing.
You guys are forgetting a
can't
very
say no.
important interaction though.
Hmm.
Why did he find himself in Falm in the first place? He was
Because he was fleeing from the people in Kyrian who set him up to try to MDK him. MDK equals murder, death, kill.
he was smart. He's
He was
wicked smart.
He's wicked smart. He went to go park the car in Harvard Yard and go to a party and have a beer.
And he left his car keys and his khakis.
He did. I see what you did there.
Wait, is it his trip to Falma that he gets pissed about the ice peppers, or is it leaving Falma and going to Tanchico that he's pissed because the ice peppers won't sell as well where they're making him go?
Oh, which one is that?
Ooh.
Can't remember
Well,
because there's one where
he goes to Tanchico with the ice peppers because remember the Panarch, what's her name? Was the Black Aja were
Right.
feeding the Panarch, who ends up Julian Sandor's girlfriend. I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head. They were using ice peppers. They were like, "Oh, she loves ice peppers," and she hated ice peppers. They were force feeding
that's
her
right.
ice peppers. You're welcome.
And he was going way out of his way because she was paying Amathera. Thank you.
Amathera.
That's
Thank Thank you. Who did
Um,
it? Oh my
More
God.
shoddy, of course.
You're
Who
sexy-
else does it?
The fact checker Mihail himself.
You're so fucking nerdy. It's hot.
His knowledge beat my clicking by like 3 seconds, and I have like the advantage of a YouTube stream delay. That's pretty bad.
I
Look.
mean, but let's be real. He's the fact checker Mihail for a reason.
That's true. That's
Because
true.
he's obsessively compulsive, or not
Yeah,
obsessively
true.
obsessed about the Wheel of Time. And
I don't know
when
why he even
gets-
owns like the companion or anything. He doesn't need them. He is like a walking companion.
Oh my God,
So-
shoddy. Never mind.
Oh, it go down in a DM. It go down. Okay, so we also have this massive situation. So he comes into Falm. He gets stuck in Falm because of the Shan Chan invasion. You have Nynaeve, Egwene. Well, you have Nynaeve and Elaine and Min, who all team up to try and free Egwene. And one of the things they do is they negotiate safe passage out of Falm once they get Egwene. And Bayle Domon's like, I do be no waiting on you. And he does wait on them anyway, because again, he's a good person.
Well, he fights for the longest because he's like, do you see the ships they have? I can't. And
Exactly.
they keep pressing him, and he's like, the spray do be a riverboat. I can stick to the shallows, and they can no be chasing.
Yeah. And he even apologizes to him later. Like later on in the series, when he meets up with them again, he apologizes. He tells them straight up, I waited as long as I could. And I think
That's after Tanchico.
yeah, no, I know. I'm saying that's like
I thought
way,
you were
way
talking
later.
about Falma. Okay. Yeah, he apologizes for not being able to wait in Tanchico for them. And they're kind of
Am
like,
I getting
oh yeah,
my-
no, it's
I'm getting my
fine."
storylines mixed up.
So no, in Falma, he was so okay. In Falma, after Min and Egwene are captured, Min swears the oaths, and she's kind of like allowed to do her own thing. And
The truth
she,
speaker.
so for like 4 months, she is acting like a servant to the Shan Chan. During that time is when she meets Bayle Domon. We don't see that in the books because that part's not covered. But when
Right.
she comes across Nynaeve and Elaine, she's like, I have a way out of Falm, but we have to get Egwene. So that's when Nynaeve and Elaine and Min go to Falm, and Egwene, Nynaeve had her accepted ring, so she pretended she was Aes Sedai to Bayle
Right.
Domon. And she was like, I need, get me and these 2 ladies and 1 more person out of Falma, and we will make sure that you are compensated. So that's why he was waiting for them. And then when all the shit went down and Egwene basically was going to rescue herself, right? Like she was all set. She was like, actually, no, I don't think she was, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, when they rescued her, and then Randon, of course, was there, and all the shit went down. That's when Bayle Domon fled. When the Heroes of the Horn came back, and all the ships were being set on fire, that's when he left. And there's even a reference. Is it Rand when he's in the sky with Ashamiel? He sees a single ship sailing away.
Someone does. No, I know. I know the passenger. Someone does. Yeah.
And it's Bayle Domon on the spray, and he is going. And so the next time when they meet in Tanchico, Egwene knows who he is because he has set himself up as a smuggler. And Egwene, that like wears on her because she is such a rule follower. She is like such a by the book person that she knows that she knows who he is because he was in Tanchico, he was in Falm. She knows he was in Falm because she was the person who intercepted him. She was the person who first boarded his ship. And
oh yeah, that's right. Because she becomes shipless.
Correct. Well, that's before that.
Well,
This is when she is one of the people who was left behind when the Forerunners retreated. She was left behind because at that time she had come across Beth Domon, who she thought was a Demone that had fled, and she collared her, and then she realized she had an Adom, and when she collared, she kept Beth Domon in her basement for months as a captive, and that's how she found out that the Suldom had the ability to channel. If you remember that, because when the Seeker came to her, she had already let Beth Domon go. But so she knew who Bayle Domon was, and Bayle Domon had set himself up as as a traitor, a legitimate traitor, and she knew he was a smuggler, and that like totally rubbed her the wrong way.
Right.
And so all of the stuff that happened and so when Bayle Domon came across Elaine and Nynaeve in Tanchico after they had been sent there from Tyr, that's when he kind of got inserted back into the story again.
That's right, because that's why he resists their pushing him to smuggle them out so much. He's like, do you know what these people do to smugglers?
Yes.
And they're like, yes, but gold. Eventually, with that and the Aes Sedai ring used as like kind of insurance to make him believe that Nynaeve, this is one of her first times like pseudo lying about being Aes Sedai.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, okay, son of a bitch, I'm in.
No, because when they were when they left, they decided, Elaine, Egwene, and Nynaeve decided that if they came across anybody when they were out after Suan sent them out in the Dragon Reborn, that they were going to be Aes Sedai. They were going to pretend to be Aes Sedai, because they used that when they were on the ship going down from Cairhien through Andor before they were captured by the Dark Friends. They were pretending to be Aes Sedai. So that wasn't like Nynaeve had gotten kind of comfortable with it by the time they met up in Tanchico. But
probably good because
the
Bayle
time when
Domon
they
probably
met,
could have seen through that.
Yeah, but the time when they met in Falm, yes, that was the first time because she had the ring. She didn't even really say she was Aes Sedai. She just showed him the ring.
Yeah,
she was just like, I have, and he's like, oh, you're with the White Tower. That was kind of like, yeah.
Well, that's what they do most of the time throughout the entire time that they kind of do the facade of being Aes Sedai.
Elaine is, Egwene is full out calling herself Green Aja.
Oh yeah.
Full out.
But for the most part, like Nynaeve especially is just like you assumed I was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, but I would
at least
even say that
Egwene actually comes kind of clean about it, and kind of a Nynaeve and Elaine kind of just get away with it.
I would even suggest that again. We know Bayle Domon's a very intelligent person. I would even bet that he sees through the ruse. But he doesn't care to anger women who can channel, regardless of their rank at the White Tower. B, knows what the Shan-Chan do to women who can channel. And C, has a soft spot. Like he knows he can help them get out. And I know Nynaeve thinks that she was like, haha, I was so great in negotiating, and I think it was partly that, but I also think that I think Bayle Domon has a soft spot, and I think he looked at them and went,
part too.
I think he went,
traveled.
I need to get you out. You guys do not deserve what the Shan-Chan are going to do to you.
Yeah.
I think he would also know that the ring is authentic, but using that, knowing the ring is authentic, I think Bayle Domon's traveled enough to know even what it would mean for a woman for anybody to falsely claim to be Aes Sedai. And that basically you're probably not going to do that unless you have no morals, which I think he's kind of seen enough of them to be like, they're not really that super shady. I think he's a pretty good judge of character.
Yeah.
Or you've got some really serious shit you need to get away from. And at his heart, Bayle Domon's a good guy. I mean,
absolutely. He's Han Solo.
Yes, he is the Han Solo of this series. Absolutely. 100%.
Just hope he never has a son named Ben.
Oh,
bird, literally.
So he waits for him. He escapes. Everything is great for him. Everything is quote unquote great for him.
I mean,
oh, hello.
There would be like a searching party and a bounty if it wasn't for the fact that
we're fine. Everything is fine.
A bunch of ghosts showed up and said, "Get the fuck out of our city. This is our city." So
it is time for puppies to say hello.
I love doggos.
Oh, Lumi.
Hi, baby. Did you want to say hi? What do you think about Bayle Domon? Oh,
You do be given the bombastic side eye to Bayle Domon.
You know.
Bombastic side eye.
Criminal offensive
Side eye.
So it's like, I think it's like in his route to Tanchico that we learn a little bit more about his character as a leader, because whenever the shit gets squirrely on the open waters or on the river waters, he takes over himself. Not because he's just like, I'm just so much better than y'all, but he's just that confident, and the confidence is backed up by sheer skill. The guy is an incredibly talented ship captain, both in commanding his crew and navigating the waters.
Yeah.
So like waters where it would be very easy for ships to run aground or ships to break against, rocks and stuff. He's able to, see the little hints and stuff and do it, which for me reminds me of Grandpa, us going out on the old bass boat down the Watery River, which is also in South Carolina, to pull a South Carolina link back to that.
What part of South Carolina?
It's more central South Carolina, closer to Columbia.
I graduated in upstate South Carolina. Graduated high school in Malden, outside of Greenville.
Jesus. I avoided Greenville because I dated this girl long distance from Greenville, and she wound up getting pregnant by another man's baby.
Oh my goodness gracious!
That's actually true. That's not a country song. That's a true story. So I just stay out of Greenville.
It could be a song though if you wanted to. You could make it a song
if you want it to.
No, I grew up down there in Eastover.
You
No, you want to?
All right.
Oh God. All I can think of is Jeff Foxworthy's like redneck words of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinate.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's
shirt,
my friend's shirt has 10 buttons, but her boobs are so big she can only fascinate.
She can only fascinate. I can talk like that if I want to.
Oh, fascinate.
I try real hard not to, but I can because I'm a cunning linguist.
Hey yo.
Now I'm stuck in epic rap battles of history. Now, thank you.
Oh my God, epic rap battles of history. Oh my God. Oh, some of the best YouTube videos.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun in Patreon chat after this.
No, for those of you who don't know, if you guys are following along, if you're still listening to the show, which is we're thank you for that, first off. Second off, make sure you join our Patreon. You can join it for literally less than $1 a month. Okay, it's insignificant when it comes to cost. Okay, and we do after the show we do patron chat where we're all lubed up already. And we go into patron chat and we have a really great time, and it's party on Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night.
If you were already a patron, then you would be able to hear Shoddy's soundboard of 11 billion different ways that Beth says "fuck you, Shoddy" tonight afterwards.
Love it. I love my soundboard. I love that I got it working.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm happy you did. I'm happy we don't have to deal with like your other soundboard randomly like having issues like it used to.
I mean,
anyway,
that's
why we got the travel kit for BTP. Like taking your sound system apart would always result in like.
We need to talk about that, which we will afterwards. But I think I've got a pretty damn good solution for us.
Después que esta sesión, sí hablo un poquito de español también. Entiendo más que hablo, pero.
Was ist darf auf Deutsch, bitte?
Einen Haseo, otro Seo.
Nein, Deutsch. Jetzt.
Hoffi, Moffi, Naffim, Avis Buffa, Naffy, Muffin. Ladies
and gentlemen, the Black Tower Podcast was speaking in tongues. We're speaking in tongues. We got the Spirit of the Lord dragging in the house.
Like Pig Latin meets Dutch for some reason.
It is Pig Latin. It's a form of Pig Latin called Offengloffish.
Yeah.
I'll teach it to you later. Okay, anyway, back to Bayle Domon.
Anyway.
Look, anyway, so
we're going to have to do a part 2 on Bayle Domon, which means Beth is going to have to come back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry I derailed you guys.
You're fine. Today. I think we have enough time to get through Tanchico because
we can get through Tanchico. Yeah, because he was panning in Tanchico.
So, real quick, this is the thing, about Bayle Domon, and this is a serious statement. For being a secondary character who doesn't actually, in the scheme of things, have a large amount of, if it was a movie series or a TV show, I'd call it screen time, but book time, a lot of time in print. he has such a tremendous impact on the findings and the way that this stuff goes. I mean, we're not gonna have time to talk about it, but I mean, even like when he comes across Matt in Abu Dar, right? Like that's like what, book 8, 7, something like that. I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not that smart. I am smart, but I'm not that like into the books so much. Like I can recite chapter and verse like in a Bible, but
Why not?
like him recognizing Matt when Matt was like pretending that Jolene was his girlfriend and like he was protecting her because she was hiding out and oh my god, what's her name?
I mean, I understand why Dolly Parton was worried after that scene.
Rivers, islands in the stream. That, what do you call Dolly Parton in a bathtub? Islands in a stream. That is what we are.
Is she just the other end of the river from Tarvalon? She's just the other end.
Exactly. Anyway, sorry, that's a joke that I knew when I was like 10.
Love it.
So, like,
and it's applicable. It's still applicable.
Wow.
I
learned
with me.
The man from Belfast whose balls were made of brass whenever I was that age.
I mean, I could tell you the Johnny Go Deeper joke later.
Look, we already established this one, okay?
Yeah, pretty much. But
those of you who played the original Game Boy Pokemon game, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Nothing sucked like fighting the Elite Four and being told there's no more
Pokemon.
No, you will not.
Okay, cool. Because like that was like my kid played Pokemon. I just can't. I just can't. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I just can't.
I can't. You never played Pokemon?
No.
Play Pokemon.
No, no, you can't make me. You're not the boss of me, Andrew.
I mean, that's Bayle saying it, not me.
No, Bayle Domon's not the boss of me either.
Daddy,
Anyway.
Sorry. Daddy.
What more do you want?
I'm sorry.
You already do be getting the spray in the divorce.
I do be getting this.
Half of the spray.
Now, if Shoddy said I should play Pokemon, never mind.
Oh.
Josh understands where that statement comes from.
Look, be sure to join us here in a couple weeks when we do a part 2 for Bayle Domon, because look, there's so much more to this character.
He's amazing, you guys, and I love Bayle Domon. Can I tell you real quick as a closing statement on how I became Beth Domon?
Do it. So
back in the days before Twitter was X and it became the dumpster fire that it is today, I was originally just before I started streaming and
before it was a dumpster fire. Okay, Bayle. Okay.
Well, I mean, like it to be a dumpster fire now.
Yeah.
Damn it, Shoddy! I just read what you put in chat. Fuck you, Shoddy. Anyway, so when I started streaming, and I realized, or when I was considering it, and I realized that I didn't want to dox myself, because if you go back and you find really old videos of me, you'll find like my name, because I didn't care at the time. I was like, I'm never going to do anything. But after attending a Jordan Con and a WattCon, and we're like, you know what? I want to do this, but I'm not going to be like a Wheel of Time content creator. So I'm going to play video games. So I was like, I have to come up with a name. So I asked on Twitter, I was like, should I be Beth of the Blue Aja or Beth Domon? And Critter, who we love Critter.
We do love Critter.
Said, why not both? And so I became Beth Domon of the Blue Aja, and my entire persona is that I am a 4th age distant relative of Bayle Domon, and so when I got my chibi commissioned by the amazing Memo, we did everything in blue and have a little Aes Sedai symbol in the middle of my little wheel. And yeah, that's how I adopted this name, which now everybody knows me as. And I love it. I love it. Thank you, Critter. Thank you, Critter. You're a rock star.
It do
You know,
be a good name.
I love that. Look, just showing the Critter love for just a few moments, because Critter is an amazing person, and she's also like one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet.
Absolutely one of the kindest people and smartest people and passionate people.
And super smart.
Very smart.
Like, it's not fair. Like, you meet her and you're like, can you have one character flaw, please?
I mean, Critter's an attorney in real life.
It just
Like,
makes you angry. She's like
very
beautiful.
super smart
She's
person.
smart. She's humble and awesome to be around.
Yes.
Like, just, you know what?
Yes.
Screw you. Go.
No.
Are we talking about the same Critter? Every time I say hi, she's like, let me know whenever you get to 2K followers. And I'm just like, shit, Critter, damn, that's rude.
Wow.
We love
Joke.
Critter.
It's a joke.
We love Critter around here.
Obviously.
Yes.
And Critter is a new mom.
It's
First
true.
time mom,
Congratulations
just
to
had
her
a baby a few months
baby
ago.
dragon reborn. Yes.
Yes, Critter and Mr. Critter, congratulations. We love you. That's amazing.
Bayle Domon is in fact one of those characters who does play an extremely important role in the books.
Yeah.
He is not without his failings, which is one of the reasons we love these books. And he is yet another instance in which in why we love these books, because these characters are so flawed and just natural. You know, you jump aboard a ship and you don't realize that the captain of that ship is going to be significant to the story later.
Correct.
And then you have this beautiful, I know we make fun of Taviran a lot as being plot armor, but also people are pulled, and we've made more than a number of jokes about Almond Bunt and his being pulled into the story. And it's because they are pulled by Taviran to be major contributors of the story. And that to me is an extremely subtle and beautiful, amazing story facet about the Wheel of Time that I just love. And it's something you don't realize until your second, third read through, and you're like, wait a minute. Bayle Domon is just some dude, but he got pulled into this because right place, right time. In the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, in my experience, there's no such thing as coincidences. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills, my friends.
It's this weird thing, almost like Taviran act like space-time gravity wells for the fabric of space-time and pull what they need towards them. Weird. Almost
Bam.
like you can
there it is.
Taviran by proxy.
Again, another breadcrumb sprinkled by Robert Jordan that this man is more significant to the story than we realize.
Dude's pretty cool, but we are going to have to do a part 2. It do be like that sometimes.
I'm so sorry I derailed things.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're fine.
It's the worst.
So in 18 months, we'll do a part 2. No, it won't be that long, hopefully, but we'll do a part 2. Beth, obviously, you're always more than welcome, especially for a Bayle Domon episode, but always more than welcome because it is always a delight. You are a delight.
Gracias.
Yeah. Again, remind everybody, if you would please, all of the other fancy stuff you're doing and where they can find you and all the fun stuff there. Online.
So you can find me on
I don't know
Twitch.
why I gave that caveat.
You can find me at Twitch on there, Beth Domon, all one word. If you are a gamer, even if you're not a gamer, but you want some silly vibes, you can totally hang out in chat. I'm close to 2,000 followers on Twitch right now. I'm at like 1,800, just shy of 1,850 followers. So,
what?
Yeah. I know it's crazy, right?
Well, okay, everybody. You know what you need to do. You need to go follow Beth right now if you're not already. Let's get you to 2K.
And I'm almost at 10,000 followers on TikTok. just passed 9,000 followers last week, and yes, Shoddy is very frequently hanging out with me for no reason whatsoever.
We get. I also love Shadi's spicy readings on your live streams.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I'd have half the following I do if Shoddy wasn't there, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie.
A rising tide raises all ships, Beth.
Exactly, right? So I have tried really hard to curate and garner a safe space, especially for people of the LGBTQIA plus community, in gaming. And
what a coincidence. So have we.
I love that. And yeah, so it means a lot to me. And we just get silly, and sometimes I take things seriously, but try hard not to. And you can find me on Sunday nights at Way of the Leaf, with the puppets Stan and Ryan and Jansen Lashley Haynes. And where else? Oh, Delving the Chronicles. We release podcast episodes every other week. And I believe pretty soon, I'm not sure what's coming out next because we've done a lot of stuff. Like, I think we're going to be the next episode we release is Rob's episode talking about What a Holiday. So I think that's correct. Shadi, is that correct? Are we releasing the Rob What a Holiday episode this week?
Yep.
Yeah. No, wait, we did.
What Idol?
Came out last week. What Idol was last week, wasn't it?
Oh snap!
Yeah. So next, see, Shadi's not perfect, you guys. Shadi's not perfect. Just remember this.
Just a crack in the facade.
Just actually like clip this, like make this a YouTube short right here. Shadi's not perfect. Anyway, What a Holiday.
You just want to have it and hold on to it.
I do, because I've learned that you don't really win arguments with June Geminis very often.
I want you to look at me when you remember that you're not perfect, Morshadi.
Is this will be Morshadi's memento mori. Know that you are not perfect.
But yeah.
All right.
There is a link to Beth's link tree in the show notes and description below. Make sure you click that. It's got fancy, smancy links to all of Beth's socials and all the other fun stuff that she is doing and is plugged. Go and check it out. Sub where you haven't. If you have already subbed, make sure to drop likes, do all the fun stuff, and let her know that Black Tower Podcast sent you. If you weren't there before, and even if you were, just to mess with her, just say Black Tower Podcast sent you.
Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky.
Oh, that's right.
I'm also still on Twitter. I'm still on X.
We do have a Blue Skies, Andrew.
Blue Sky as well. So in my link tree is links to all my socials and my Discord server if you want some shenanigans, because there are some people from the Wheel of Time community who are hanging out there as well. So
we do love shenanigans.
Shenanigans is my go-to, you guys.
Yeah. And if you
swear to God, I'll pistol
and
whip.
Delvers is there too. If you're looking for Delving the Chronicles, also look, it might be listed as Delvers of Time.
Yes.
Because I think that's the Twitter handle.
Delvers of Time. Yes.
So if you get confused, don't be confused. Don't be mad. Get glad. New press and seal wrap. It's not new anymore. But thank you so much, Beth, for being here. Thank you for doing this part one.
I appreciate
for Bayle Domon. We can't wait to have you back and finish off Bayle Domon with you.
You did not just say that, Shoddy.
We can try to.
I don't want to know about anyone shenanigans your gans, sir.
But this is also your reminder that it costs absolutely $0 to be a decent human fucking being, and that's all it takes to not be a grade A dick. I'm in America. I got to
just say it. Just say it.
Just say douche nozzle.
No, I'm not, because Americans, we typically get really angry by the other word that the rest of the world is like, it's not nice, but we're not
don't be a cunt.
Fucking man. Yeah,
don't be Perfect. A catch you next Tuesday.
Get in trouble. I can't get in trouble. She said it, so go fucking cancel somebody else.
C-word is one of my favorite words.
It is
one of the favorite words around the world. It's just in America you can't say it.
It's just like soccer. Everybody else likes it. We just think we're better than it here for some reason.
You could say quim.
I don't know. I like minge. Minge is a good one.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Black Tower Podcast. We appreciate you for being here. We love you. And remember, if you don't want to pay $1 a month to be a patron, that's cool. You don't have to. It is absolutely free to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And it takes 1 second of your time for each. So maybe 2 seconds. It costs you 2 seconds. Nothing's free. I lied. I'm sorry. But anyway, from all of us here at the Black Tower, we have been joined by the beautiful, the glorious, the scrumtrelescence of Beth Domon. Thank you so much, my dear. You've been a wonderful addition to this episode tonight. I am Josh. I am the sword of on my hail. I call down the lightnings. I use lightnings to cleanse the taint. And that's what I do. It's a thing that I
Most
do.
of us just use toilet paper, you weirdo.
I know.
Or a bidet.
I know.
I mean,
That's what makes me unique.
I prefer dude wipes, Dumpkin Spice. All right.
Oh,
Which was a premier product at the Gathering Madness. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
wow.
Lord have mercy.
Fantastic.
You guys, I love you, mean it. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening, watching, whatever you did.
Thanks,
We appreciate it.
bye.
And wherever you are, we hope you leave here just a little bit more insane than you were when you first got here. Black Tower Podcast out.